Before we get started, I would like to thank Tweaked Audio for helping sponsor this show. You listen to podcasts, obviously, so you know the value of a great pair of headphones. Get your own from Tweaked Audio by going to tweakedaudio.com and using the coupon code Southgate. With that code, you get 30% off on your order, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Order today and show your support to go fund this. Welcome back to Go Fund This. Today, I have a special guest. I have Stephanie Oplinger, who is a graphic artist, and I'm going to let you tell about your project, Stephanie. But before we do that, Stephanie, why don't you tell the audience who you are, what you do?
All right. Thank you so much for having me on. My name is Stephanie Oplinger. I am a visual artist, specializing mostly in dreamy, surreal paintings and also overflowing those images into printmaking.
Yeah. I think that was concise and accurate. I got to say, before we get into this, your artwork is fantastic. It's stunning. I get why you're doing this project. I think these are really, really striking. And why don't you tell people what this specific project is?
Okay. So this specific project is the first part of a bigger project I hope to do. So I took some of my ink drawings and inspirations and put them into a pin collection. I would like to expand them into 12. This one's for the first 3. And with matching relief print, limited edition series for each design. So for this one, I have the angel pin, the light bulb pin, and the peak pin, which I then carved the same image into a block and printed it into a limited edition run of the art.
Yeah, very cool. And now have you done a Kickstarter before?
Nope, this is my first.
Oh, this is your first. Okay. I thought you had already done one. So this is your first attempt at it.
Yeah, I was going to try this a year ago and I hit click on accident. It published long before I was ready, so I had to cancel it.
I have one of those myself that's floating out there that I made all this stuff, but I never put the tiers in. And then I went, no, this isn't the project I want to do. And then I looked on and it was like, you have 8 more days to your project. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
And I didn't get anybody. Thank God, because nobody knew it was there. I didn't even know it was there, but yeah, I get it. So, okay, well, this is your first one. Well, it doesn't look like it. You have a great Kickstarter here. The pins, they're enamel pins, and enamel lino cut relief prints and poetry. It says here are what this is. Now, are there? Since I don't know you, Stephanie, and I don't know a lot of this, so I'm going to ask some questions here.
Okay.
Are these are prints that you've done prior to this? They weren't just made for the pins, I'm assuming, right?
The original ink drawings was before the pins, and then
right.
I created the pin design and then created the lino cut relief print from that.
Your artwork is very I don't know how to say this. They're really beautiful, but they to me are telling a story in a single picture here. Is that kind of what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think so. So I actually underneath each pin and print, I think I put a little message of what I was thinking when I created the artwork for it.
I see it.
Yeah, so the angel one, it was kind of this idea of, is she an angel or is she a demon? But really, we have a choice of what we want to become. Yeah,
so the angel pin is, forgive my French here, but it's pretty badass. I know badass is French. Maybe people didn't understand. The light bulb pin is this one. I want to know the story. I think you need to get with a comic book writer and you guys need to bang out a book about this, a short story.
Oh,
I love this. I look at it and I'm like, wow, there is a story just bursting out of this pin. So cool. And you said, and then you also have this one also, the peak, you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot more going on here. That's why when I saw these, I was thinking there might be some story it's all tied to, because there seems to be, it's telling me something. And you said there ultimately are supposed to be 12 in this series?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Very female centric and very like you said, kind of stories behind them, but like you have to delve into what that story means for you also.
Yeah.
But for the light bulb pin, the idea behind that was, sometimes you're chasing a dream and it doesn't come. And it's like, well, if the stars don't come to you, then string, some light bulbs and harvest them, kind of like an idea. And then the pin was inspired by some other artwork I've done, like reaching through the stars and finding new worlds and like never losing that curiosity and seeking out.
Now, what's your, because I see a couple of different mediums here. What's your medium of choice?
My main medium for the acrylic paintings or the surrealist paintings are acrylic.
Okay.
And then I also really enjoy ink. So I did a lot of these illustrations in ink. And then I took a class on linocut block printing, and I just fell in love with that too, because it's just another form of ink.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm falling into your Kickstarter here. I'm going to tell everybody they need to go check out this Kickstarter because this artwork is striking. It's beautiful, and it deserves your support. It's called Visions in Ink. Make enamel pins and relief prints. Number make 100, it says on here. You can also look it up by Stephanie. Just look up Stephanie Oplinger. And also, we'll put the links in the show notes so people can click right on it. But I am in love with these. I think these are fantastic. And I really can't stress enough how much the images are drawing me in. I feel they're telling me a story, which is just great. So you have different tiers here. Mm-hmm. Why don't you highlight a few of the tiers?
Okay. So you can get individual pins if you just like one design, or you can get the whole pin set. And then each pin you can get with its matching limited edition relief print. So you can get the angel print with the angel pin, or the light bulb pin with the light bulb print. And then you have the big art collector tier where you can get all of the prints and all of the pins. And
okay.
And then I have some of the original paintings that kind of there's like a lot of thematic in my work that keeps coming back up. So I have like an acrylic painting at a reduced price compared to what I normally have it priced online for specialty for this Kickstarter.
So we didn't talk about prices, but it's kind of important here. So for the pins, for an individual pin, for $15, you get the enamel pin.
Yep.
Digital wallpaper and coloring pages. Yay! I love that. Boy, like I said, that I don't know which one I like the most. All three of them are telling me things. So that's a great tier. And then at $65, that's where you get the limited edition relief print with the pin. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, they are really super cool. You could get the 6 pins, 2 full sets at the $80 level. The other one was $65. And then the art collector is $150. And I think that's where you're really going to, look at this one, Angel Original Painting and Pin Set at $165. You've got some really great tiers here where people that want to support the art can really, we'll say, get a value while at the same time getting some really great stuff and really supporting you. These are really fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So did you go to school for art? I mean, was this like your deal, or is it just you just kept working on it and like eventually went, okay, I'm an artist?
Yeah. Actually, at first I was just self-taught, just kept going and hit like this style of art in like about 2016. And I'm 32 years old now. And I decided I wanted to go back to school to finish a BFA and go even further. So I just recently started back, and I took a relief printmaking class. So this whole
that's where those classes came in. Got you. Okay.
So the ink drawings and the paintings and the pins are all from before I went back to school, and then the printmaking's something I discovered going back. Yeah,
I bet they love you because you're walking in there. I mean, really talented. It really it reeks of I just want to know more, and that's where you want to be. You want people wanting to know more. I love this reaching for the light print too. Is that on one of the tiers?
Yes. So reaching,
or is that curiosity? The one with the kid on the stump. Which one is that?
Reaching for the Light. Curiosity, I didn't unveil yet.
Okay, so it's Reaching for the Light.
So it's a newer one. And then the Reaching for the Light is one I did, I think, in 2018. And so that theme kind of kept coming back, and it came back into the light bulb pin and the ink drawings I was doing that inspired that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
rehashes ideas and tries out different ways of expressing.
It's once again, it's just very striking. I look at this and I'm thinking, man, there's so many things I want to look at in here and talk about. And the fact that you're doing pins of these, some of these drawings is just really cool. I could see these being something that, like my daughter would wear all the time. So you got to love that. So, let's talk about the Kickstarter itself. At this point, you've got 17 days to go.
Yep.
The goal is $3,600. As of right now, you have $640 in, $639. I'll split the difference there. I think you could actually hit this thing. We just got to get people interested in it. And if you're a fan, I mean, this art is great. I know I'm going to be sharing it. I say this on every episode. I'm going to say it here, and I know you're going to appreciate it. Share it on your social media. Tell people about Stephanie's Kickstarter, because I know the reaction I'm having to it. I know there are people in my circle that are going to have the same reaction, and I bet you have people in your circle too. So support the artist, even if you're at the basic level. It helps. Every bit helps. But you may have somebody in there that sees that picture like I'm seeing it and go, oh man, to get a print for that price and it's so gorgeous, I'm in. So spread the word, help Stephanie out here. Stephanie, now I'm going to assume we're going to hit this because frankly, I think you're going to hit this.
Thank you.
Do you have stretch goals in mind?
Stretch goals, I have vinyl stickers ready, and I would like to do a actual postcard set of all the original ink prints.
Oh, cool. That's very cool. And what are those price points at, or do you want to reveal that yet? I don't know if you've revealed it.
That 3,800 would be the stickers. All tiers would get the stickers, and then that 4,200 the postcard set, and all tiers would get the postcard set.
Yeah, they're great. The postcards are so great. Yeah, great. Okay, wonderful. So why don't you give your social media?
Okay.
Where can people find you?
All right. On Instagram, I have just my full name, Stephanie Oplinger Arts. Same on Facebook, Stephanie Oplinger Arts. Just a long name. And I'm also on YouTube under Stephanie Oplinger, and also Patreon under Stephanie Oplinger.
Very cool. One thing I read in here, and we'll put that in the show notes as well. One thing I read on here is that you have these pins and illustrations are going to be part of a poetry book. So you write poetry as well, or?
Yep. I used to post under Opium Writer on Instagram, but the word opium's kind of not letting me do some official things. So I've I took it down. It got quite a big following, but I took it down and I was going to repackage that name somehow, that handle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to combine the two and bring poetry and the illustrations together.
I'm going to recommend not going with Crack Fiend Writer, because that is going to cause trouble as well.
I bet.
So you've got poetry. That's exciting. So is that something where you're looking at because you said there's 12 enamel pins. Is it 12? Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I want to do 12 enamel pins with 12 relief prints, and then put it all with other art into a collection.
Wow. And you're going to come back on here and talk about that when you do the Kickstarter, right?
I'd love to.
Yeah, you're totally invited. I am very excited by all of this. Now, for these pins, are there opportunities for people to get these, or is it really only through the Kickstarter and then eventually through like your website? I mean, do you sell these in stores, or is it really like, hey, you want this cool stuff, this is your opportunity?
Yeah, this is the opportunity, so I can have the production costs are quite high, because the designs are also double plated with nickel and gold. So I don't think I can get them in production without the Kickstarter.
Sure. So if you want these, you're not going to like walk into your local art store and like, hey, look, I found these pins. This is it. You
Yep.
want them. This is it. Wow. And at that price point, if you're talking like, even if you just are like, wow, this light bulb one or Peak is really doing it for me, $15, you get that enamel pin. You're going to pay at least that retail if it was available retail. So this is really quite a good deal, and it's really going to help support Stephanie. So I urge you once again, check this out, Visions in Ink. It's really great. Stephanie, I think that's it. This was a short one. We didn't have to do too much on here. I just want people to support you and check this out. It's so good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thanks a lot, Stephanie. I've put the link to the Kickstarter in the show notes, and we'll also have it on posts at our social media. Once again, sharing this project with your followers and friends is key, so please be an active participant and spread the word. While you're in the mood, please share this episode. That draws attention to this show, which we can always use. Oh, and please rate and review us. It only takes a few seconds and makes a huge impact on how many people see when we post a new episode. If you have a crowdfunding project, reach out to me at southgatemediagroup@gmail.com, on Twitter @rsouthgate, or on Facebook at Go Fund This Podcast. Tell me a little about the project or what you create, and I'll consider featuring it on the show. I would love to help you make your project a reality. Thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time, go fund this.